G'day, how you going? Welcome back to Outback Action Figures. Now, check this out. We've just got a couple of deliveries in today. So, I thought we'd do a quick little unboxing here and have a sneak peek at what's coming up on the channel. Alrighty, we'll start with this one on top. We've got one box was from the Melbourne Coins and Collectibles website, and the one on the bottom is from the Gamesmen, and they're based in New South Wales. So, we'll crack into this first one, and let's have a look. Now, I'll be honest, I know a couple of things I've ordered, but I actually can't remember all of it, so it's going to be a bit of a surprise for both of us. So, let's get into it and have a look. As you can see there, it's all very securely packaged. Got the bubble wrap, all the paper around the edges, but we're not interested in the rubbish there. Let's have a look what's actually inside. Alright, so, first of all, we've got this to add to the Dreadnoks collection. So it's the Zanya and the Chameleon, the Swamp Ski thing. Big fan of the Dreadnoks. I've been collecting most of those, so this is another good one to add to that set. Well, obviously, we'll take a look at this on the channel soon, and we'll, get it all open and have a proper look. But yeah, just as a little preview here, the figure has a mask face with a few accessories, and then the little jet ski, well, swamp ski thing here. But yeah, we'll set that aside, we'll take a look at the rest. Now, this one, I just thought, it looks like fun. I've got the Jada Toys Chester Cheetah. I did a little preview of that one in my very first video on the channel, just a little sort of introduction. And this is another one from Jada Toys. But yeah, he's just a cool looking figure. As you can see on the back there, if Jada Toys' track record is anything to go by, then this is going to be an awesome figure. He looks pretty cool there, got the basketball, a bunch of different hands and stuff, but again, we'll do a proper review. We'll have a good look at everything inside, but for now, here's just a little preview. So we'll set that one aside as well. Another one for the G.I. Joes. Got Major Blood. These are just awesome character designs. The G.I. Joe Classified, they do a really great job on their figures. The designs are always really cool. They come with tons of accessories, and you can almost always store all the different weapons and stuff on the actual figure. Whether it's in their hands, in the holsters, they'll have some sort of, a socket or something on the back to hold on to things. This is another one that just looks awesome, and another cool addition to the collection. So yeah, again, we'll have a proper look at him later on. Here we go. Another G.I. Joe one. So this is the Sniper Marine. So another one, just, heaps of cool accessories and stuff. It even has like the whole ghillie suit thing here for them to really hide, camouflage themselves properly and all that. Yeah, cool options there. A few different hands and different faces and stuff. Yeah, this was another one, I just thought it looks awesome. It's a cool figure to add to the collection. And as I've mentioned before, obviously we'll open this all up later on and take a proper look. But for now, there's a quick little preview. I think this should be a pretty good one. Alright, let's get on to the next box here. This one was from the Gamesmen. Now, I've had a few lots from them before, and they're always, great service. They're always really quick with sending their packages. To be honest, the same with the Melbourne Coins and Collectibles, the first box. I've ordered from them a couple of times too, and they've always been really good. Very quick and efficient service. Their prices are quite decent. Just all around a good experience, so I definitely recommend either of those two stores if you're in Australia. They've both been awesome to me, so I would certainly recommend them. Now, this is not a paid advertisement. This is just purely my own honest opinion. I've just had great experiences with both. Anyway, enough rambling about that. Let's just crack into this and see what we've got. Cool. Alright, so we can see we've got the Akuma. Again, this is the Jada Toys. Now, I know I mentioned with Tony the Tiger on that other one before, but everything I've seen from Jada and everything I've experienced firsthand, they've just been awesome so far. These Street Fighter figures have been fantastic. I've got just about all of them so far. We picked up a couple of new ones here. So we've got, starting with Akuma. And as with all the rest of it, we will do a proper review, but just a little preview for now. Now, Fei Long. This was some sort of special edition version. I can't remember exactly. I don't know if it's like the Player 2 version or something like that, but he actually comes with 2 sets of nunchucks. So that was the main reason for grabbing this one. The original one was cheaper, but it didn't come with the nunchuck accessories, which is not essential, I guess, but I just thought, given the option, I'm happy to pay a little bit extra and get those extra accessories. So that's what we've got here. It doesn't show the actual figure on the box, just all the artwork, but from what I've seen, it looks awesome, and it should be another great addition to the Street Fighter line. So what else we got here? Alright, some more G.I. Joe. Now, I have picked up one of these a while ago. This was when EB Games were doing their Cheap Tuesday sale. I got this in amongst a bunch of other Marvel stuff, but it looks awesome, and I figured, why not grab another one? So we'll have 2 of these big scorpion, sort of sidekick animals, or I don't know if they're mind-controlled or whatever. I honestly don't know the backstory with this, but they just look awesome. Heaps of cool accessories and weapons and all this kind of stuff, so we'll get into this later on, and again, do a proper review of that one as well. But yeah, just thought, have a look at that. You know, these scorpions look awesome. They're big, massive things. Moving on, we'll see what else we got. Well, can't ignore that, the Deadpool right on top, and here we got the Wolverine as well. Now, I know these Blokees model kits have been, you know, the big sort of trend lately, and I thought, you know what, I'm a big Deadpool fan, and you can't do Deadpool without Wolverine, especially because these are based on the movie appearance, so I figured I'd grab both of these and have a look. Now, I do enjoy making the, you know, Gundam model kits, and these look like they'll be similar. You know, you just sort of clip out all the little pieces here and slot them together. You don't need any glue or paint or anything like that. But yeah, these look like they'll be good fun to build. Well, it even says right there in the box, no brush, no glue, no cutters even. Well, I mean, I do have clippers for my Gundam, so I'll probably just use those anyway, just to cut out the pieces cleanly. But yeah, we'll get onto those later and have another look. And finally, a couple of big boys on the bottom here. These are a couple of the last two that I needed to finish off the Jada Street Fighter line. So I've obviously got Balrog here and E Honda. Now, from everything I've seen, these two are just fantastic figures. And like I said, everything I've got from Jada so far has been awesome. So these look like they will also be really good. We can even see there's some cool little paint details and stuff. Like, I'm not sure if it's coming through on the camera. His outfit probably looks pretty plain, just blue. But you can see there's some nice little subtle shading on there as well. But yeah, we'll obviously take a proper look and do all that during the review. But yeah, I've never actually seen these up close. You know, I've seen little pictures and other stuff of them, but yeah, never actually seen these in hand. So that's cool, just to get a good first look at them. But anyway, that's about all we've got for today. Yep, that one's an empty box. I definitely recommend both of these guys, Gamesmen and the Melbourne Coins and Collectibles. Like I said, that's obviously not a paid advertisement or anything like that. I'm just giving my honest opinion. I've had a great experience with both of them. I've ordered from both of them several times, and I will continue to do so if, you know, if they continue with their great standard of service. Anyway, that's about enough for today. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around, we'll obviously do proper reviews on all this stuff here. We've still got plenty more coming up. There's obviously Poison Ivy, that'll finish off the line of Batman villains. We've got the Cable and Agent Venom, the Reveltech stuff, a bunch of G.I. Joes here, the Blokees model kits. But yeah, heaps more coming up, so stick around. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers. See ya.